So Human Target Season 2. Obviously you're new to this show this season. Did you watch last season?
I didn't know, but they're sending me the DVD of last season, so I'm just waiting on that and I'm excited.
So what can you tell me about your character?
Well, she's kind of like a young, playful energy to the show, and I get kind of great moments with each of the guys. I think I embody a lot of what Guerrero is, but then there's kind of a big part of like the way Chance is in the show, and I think that's why he relates a lot to me from when he was younger. So there's a lot of that, and I guess she's just like a fun element to the show, you know?
A good girl or a bad girl?
She has a good heart. I don't believe anyone's all bad, but she does some bad stuff. But usually it's just to kind of protect herself and to survive. I think that's why she kind of has that element to her. But there's no one who's all bad, and I think that's what makes her so interesting, is she isn't black and white.
And she has a history with Winston, is that correct?
She does, yeah. I mean, she knew him from her past. He's a cop, and she's straight out of juvie, you know? So, yeah, they have a turbulent past.
So a little bit of an antagonistic relationship between the duo?
Yeah, I think she is so kind of cocky, and it adds for some great moments between the two of them because he's so straight-laced and he's a cop, and she doesn't have a good she doesn't have a lot of respect for cops. So yeah, it makes for some good moments.
And does she have any more respect for him now that they are reunited after, I assume, a considerable amount of years?
Not yet, no. Not yet, not with the stuff that I've read. Yeah, but I mean, she joins the team, so they all work as a team together, and at the moment, the stuff with Chance and with Guerrero, they're a lot more kind of open to her.
Yeah.
And whereas Winston, because he doesn't have that kind of past that maybe the other two of them have, he kind of is a lot harder on her.
Interesting.
She gives as good as she gets, though.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's one thing that was kind of missing, which I'm guessing you'll see when you watch season 1, is that there wasn't really any strong, consistent females. And so now you're going to help bring that.
That's what I've heard, and I think the show, from what I've heard from everyone and from like talking to the guys, the show worked that way really well, and I know the fans love that about the show. She isn't like an uber feminine character, you know? She's more of like a young vibe, and she's like one of the boys. She's one of the boys that has some sex appeal. That's pretty much what she is.
Is there going to be romantic tension with her and any of the men?
I doubt that right now, to be honest, but you never know. I don't know what the writers have got up their sleeve, but I doubt that. She's not the kind of girl that at the moment, at this point in her life, you could see her falling in love with someone.
Yeah.
Down the line. I actually think she would go for someone older if she did. So there is the possibility, but right now, the way the character's developing, she's so good on her own and she's so independent, and that's what makes her so great. It's not like some wimpy girl coming in, you know? She doesn't need a guy.
That's good to see an independent woman breaking into that boys' club. So do you know a lot about your character's backstory so far, or are you just kind of learning it as you get the scripts?
I mean, I've kind of made a lot of stuff up, and what's great is working with Matt Miller and the writers as well. It's kind of like they're bringing a lot of what I'm bringing to the character into the script, so we're kind of coordinating together. I know they've written stuff, but then when we get to set and I get given stuff, like I interpret it how I need to for her, you know?
Very cool. And are you getting to do a lot of action stunts, or
I
is it?
I really am, and I have so much fun at work, and I'm so blessed to have such a great job, but it's just like, at work today something blew up and someone fired a gun at me and jumped over some stairs, you know, it's just like fun.
What's been your favorite stunt to do so far?
The other day, me and Guerrero had this stunt where I had to there's like something coming from above, like the glass is about to shatter, and I have to like push him out the way, and that was fun, but only because I got to be on top of him for like half of the day. So, and I was like, don't worry about me, he's sheltering my fall, you know. They were like, just be careful. I was like, I'm all right. He's the one who's gonna get hurt.
And did he get hurt?
No, he was all right, although we both ached yesterday. We were talking about it. I was like, crap, my arms.
It's a new kind of acting style, just trying to deal with all the physical pains as well.
Well, I was a dancer, and I did a dance movie as well, which comes out later this year, and I think coordination goes in it. So as long as you know what you're doing with stunts, and it's a different kind of space that you need to get into. Like, it's less about kind of emotive and like acting. It's more about like, okay, general like camera stuff, like where you can go, but you need to remember that as an actor anyway. So
Yeah, it's different technical stuff.
exactly. You have to kind of remember the technical stuff and throw it all out the window when you're acting.